Hi, I'm Gemma from Fine & Country, and today you're joining me in Dinas Powys. This gorgeous property was designed back in the 70s by what was then a very forward-thinking architect of his time. Since then, in 2015, the property has been completely remodelled into 4 phases. We're located in Dinas Powys, which is long known to be one of the most favoured areas for families to live outside of Cardiff. You have fantastic schools, great connectivity to the M4, plenty of recreational facilities. And this home also has a 5th phase, which is yet to be completed, but planning permission is in place for the garage. But what I'm going to do is take you in and show you the main house, and then we'll come back and take a look at that later. So now we're stepping into the main entrance hallway of the property, and I know that from speaking to the architect who redesigned the property, something they were very keen to do was open the property up and create lots of connectivity and flow throughout the property, especially coming down to the lower ground floor here. They've taken the wall out and put in glass walls here so that you've got a real flow of being able to see down, having light coming through. And again, with this upper ground floor here, leading through to the sitting room, they wanted to be able to have a clear view connecting you out to the gardens. And I think they really have achieved that with this property, especially with the skylights. You come in and it's got such a lovely airy and light feel. Let me take you through and show you the main living space. So leading off from the entrance, you come into what is this main sitting area. And this is such a great space. I absolutely love that you have the frameless skylights that bring in so much natural light. And again, they've taken out the walls here to create a connectivity to the kitchen and also the outdoor deck area. Coming through to my left, there's also the benefit of this additional room, which is currently being used as a home office, but it could be a children's snug or playroom or whatever you needed it for. You also have the benefit to my left of a great sized utility room. And as we head up, you've got this superb kitchen space opening out over to the gardens. So coming up into this kitchen area, you have integrated appliances, this fantastic island in the middle, which again is great. You've got plenty of space if you wanted an extra table up here. But what I really love, and the wow factor for me of this property, is the fact that you have the bifolds all the way along that lead out onto the deck, overlooking one of 2 garden areas, and you have some of the best views in Dinas Powys. Leading off from the kitchen area, we come into this main sitting room. And what I really like is the fact that you have the benefit of the pocket doors. So you can have it opened up, or if you do want to separate it, you have the option. This room for me is such a great space to come and unwind in the evenings. You've got the log burner, but also on a summer's day, you have the benefit of this corner bifold that opens all the way out to have a seamless transition from day-to-day living onto the outdoor terrace space. So as I mentioned earlier, there is a 5th phase still to be done for the remodelling of this home, and planning permission has been granted for an office to go above the current garage. Now what they have put in is a really beautiful design with a full glass window set back with a glass terrace on the front here, and then you would also have a decked area coming through surrounding it from this angle, and then you would have access onto the road behind, which means if you are using this as a home office, it'd be a great way to invite clients in, and they wouldn't have any reason to come through the main property or driveway, keeping it completely private from family living. So now you're joining me on the lower ground floor, and this leads off from the entrance hallway where we first came into the property. On this level, you have 4 bedrooms, including the master suite, which has a dressing area and ensuite. You also have a family bathroom as well as a Jack and Jill bathroom, which services 2 of the bedrooms at the end, which means every bedroom on this level has access to its own bathroom. Each space has such great features too. I just love this area with the sitting area and the doors opening out onto the gardens. Let me show you the master bedroom. What I really love about this principal suite is the fact that you've got the benefit of these bifold doors and your own private oasis on the terrace here. Another great feature that I love about this bedroom and shows how well thought out it's been is the fact that you have this dressing area here. Then you have access into the ensuite with the additional dressing room on the other side. So when our current owners would get up early for work, they were able to use the bathroom. Mr. would go into his dressing room so that Mrs. wouldn't be disturbed. So this property has the benefit of a 2-bedroom annex adjoined to the main property. But what I wanted to do is, before we head down and take a look, I just wanted to explain to you how it links to the main property. So these steps and corridor go underground into its own private garden area and the annex. But actually that annex was once a swimming pool and it hasn't been filled in. So if you did want to open it up and have a swimming pool reinstalled, it would be very easy to do so. Let me take you down and show you, and it will make a lot more sense. So as I mentioned, this was once a swimming pool, but it's now this gorgeous 2-bedroom annex. What a fantastic, versatile space to have. There are so many options of how people could use this space. Imagine being teenagers and having the benefit of your own private apartment attached to your family home. Or perhaps you need multi-generational living, or it could even just be a great place to entertain guests. Imagine having barbecues. You've got access to another private garden area here, and you could entertain guests, and if they have too much wine, you have the benefit of 2 bedrooms that they can stay over. This space really does offer endless opportunities, but it's such a great addition to the main house that you could completely separate or have it linked up as additional accommodation. The possibilities really are endless. Well, that's come to the end of the tour for today. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look around as much as I have. If you'd like any more information, all of my details will be linked at the end of the video.